Imagine for a moment that everything you've ever wanted, every dream, every goal, every longing deep within your soul, isn't something out there waiting to be earned or forced into your life. What if the reality you desire isn't arriving slowly, reluctantly, or through struggle, but is already there, quietly waiting for you to remember it? Most people approach manifestation with the belief that they need to chase, push, or convince the universe to give them what they want. They create long mental lists of how-to techniques, spend countless hours visualizing, scripting, affirming, and yet the results feel inconsistent. And when it doesn't work, doubt creeps in, frustration builds, and slowly the magic that should feel natural starts to feel like a burden. But here's the quiet truth: you are not attracting your reality, you are recalling it. This shift in perspective might sound subtle, almost intangible, but it's profoundly transformative. Chasing is born from a sense of lack, from the belief that something essential exists outside of you, somewhere you must reach for it. Recalling, on the other hand, comes from understanding that the reality you long for has always existed as a potential within you, as a frequency your consciousness can tune into. It is not about trying harder, it is about remembering who you are, what you already are, and how aligned you already can be with that version of yourself living your desired life. Think of your mind as a lens, and your reality as light passing through it. If your lens is clouded with resistance, doubt, and chasing, the image you experience will appear blurry, incomplete, or delayed. But when the lens is clear, when you step into alignment and allow yourself to remember the reality that already exists within, you see the world not as something to conquer or acquire, but as a reflection of your inner state. This is the essence of the shift from effort to flow, from longing to recognition, from seeking to remembering. Many of us have grown up believing that success, love, abundance, or happiness is something that must be earned. We are told to work hard, to wait, to push through, to deserve the life we want. And while effort and discipline have their place, they are not the core of manifestation. The universe is not a ledger that rewards effort. It is a mirror that reflects your state of being. Your thoughts, emotions, and energy create a vibrational signature. When your vibration resonates with the life you wish to experience, it is not arriving externally, it is already present, waiting for your conscious recognition. In this video we will begin a journey together, exploring the subtle but profound distinction between trying to attract and learning to recall. We will gently uncover why so many spiritual seekers feel stuck despite their best efforts, and we will offer a new framework that allows the reality you desire to feel inevitable rather than distant. This is not about forcing miracles or manipulating circumstances. It's about understanding the language of consciousness and learning to remember the effortless alignment you were born to inhabit. By the end of this introduction, I want you to start noticing something simple yet powerful. The version of yourself that already lives the life you dream of is closer than you think. It is not somewhere you need to chase. It is within, waiting for you to acknowledge it, to feel it, and to step fully into it. Once you recognize this, the entire process of manifestation begins to feel lighter, more natural, and deeply joyful. As we move forward, keep this in mind. Manifestation is not a battle. It is not about pushing, striving, or waiting. It is a gentle remembering, a conscious tuning into a reality that is already yours. And once you understand this, the journey you are about to embark on will transform from a struggle into a profound, effortless awakening. Most of us have been conditioned to believe that life requires relentless pursuit. We are told that to achieve our dreams we must work harder, push further, and never rest until we earn what we desire. This mentality, while seemingly practical, creates a subtle trap. It convinces us that our reality exists somewhere beyond our reach, somewhere outside of us, as if we are always running toward a prize that refuses to appear. And in this state of chasing, we often confuse effort with alignment, struggle with growth, and external results with inner worth. The old self, the part of you that believes life is a battle, operates under the illusion that chasing is the only way to manifest. Chasing creates tension. It creates a sense of lack. Every step you take to force circumstances into your favor reinforces the belief that what you want is not yet yours. You push, plan, and strive, hoping that some external action will magically bridge the gap between your current reality and the reality you dream of. And sometimes it works, but more often, it leads to frustration, exhaustion, and doubt. You begin to question your worthiness, your timing, and even your abilities. This is the voice of the old self speaking, whispering that you are not enough, that life is something to conquer rather than something to embody. Contrast this with the new self, the version of you that understands reality is not something to chase but something to recall. The new self knows that the life you desire already exists as a potential within your consciousness. It does not live somewhere out there waiting to be earned, It is waiting for you to recognize it, for you to shift into its frequency. This is not wishful thinking or blind optimism. It is the recognition that the energy you carry, the vibration you embody, shapes the reality you experience. When your inner world aligns with the life you dream of, the outer world reflects that alignment almost effortlessly. The illusion of chasing often manifests in subtle ways. It appears as anxiety when your desires don't materialize fast enough. It shows up as comparison when you look at others who seem to have what you want. It whispers doubt when the universe doesn't respond according to your timetable. These are the shadows of the old paradigm, a world built on scarcity, struggle, and external validation. Every time you fall into this pattern, you are reinforcing the belief that the life you desire is separate from you, rather than a reflection of your own alignment. To understand this more deeply, consider the concept of contrast. Chasing versus recalling is not just a difference in approach. It is a difference in consciousness. When you chase, you are operating from a state of absence. You focus on what you lack, on what you do not yet have, and your energy is consumed by effort. When you recall, you operate from a state of presence. You acknowledge that your desired reality exists as a potential already, and your energy flows toward recognition rather than acquisition. The difference is subtle, but it is profound. One path keeps you perpetually exhausted, the other allows you to embody the reality you seek. Many seekers struggle because they confuse action with alignment. They believe that being busy, strategizing, or doing more is the path to manifestation. And while inspired action does have its place, action without alignment is just more chasing. Imagine trying to tune a radio to a specific station while spinning the dial randomly. You may eventually hear bits of the song, but you will never fully receive the signal. Alignment is the act of steadying your dial, centering yourself, and allowing the frequency of your desired reality to come through. Chasing is spinning, grasping, and hoping the universe will finally match your effort. The good news is that recognizing the illusion of chasing is the first step toward true manifestation. Once you understand that what you desire is not something to be obtained but something to be recalled, the pressure lifts. You can let go of the frantic, exhausting pursuit and instead cultivate a state of calm, receptive awareness. This doesn't mean you stop taking meaningful steps in life. It means that every step you take is aligned with your inner reality rather than driven by fear, lack, or desperation. In this section, we begin to challenge the old narrative, that life is something to be earned, that struggle is a prerequisite for fulfillment, that your dreams exist outside of you. We contrast the old self that chases with the new self that recalls, highlighting the subtle but critical shift in energy that defines true manifestation. The universe does not require your force, it responds to your presence. The moment you recognize this, you begin to experience life not as a battlefield but as a mirror reflecting the alignment you already hold within. Understanding the illusion of chasing sets the foundation for the next step, learning how to recall your reality, to embody the vibration of what you desire, and to experience the effortless unfolding of your dreams. The journey from chasing to recalling is the journey from tension to flow, from struggle to alignment, from longing to recognition. And once you grasp this, the process of manifestation begins to feel natural, inevitable, and deeply satisfying. Now that we have seen the illusion of chasing, we move into the heart of manifestation, the art of remembering. This is where the magic truly begins, because recalling your reality is not about trying harder, it is about remembering that the life you long for already exists within you. It is about tuning into the frequency of your desires, stepping fully into the version of yourself that already inhabits that reality, and allowing your external world to mirror the alignment you have cultivated internally. This shift is subtle yet profound, transforming every aspect of your experience from struggle into flow. To understand this, imagine a time before you were fully aware of yourself, when memories of experiences seemed distant, almost like dreams. You did not create those memories at the moment, they existed as potential, waiting to be realized through recognition. Manifestation works in much the same way. The reality you desire is not being sent to you from some external source. It is already present as a potential vibration within your consciousness. You are simply learning to recall it, to awaken it, and to live as if it is already here. The first step in remembering your reality is awareness. Awareness is not intellectual, it is a felt sense, a recognition that the inner state of being is the seed of all outer experiences. When you feel lack, resistance, or doubt, your energy is misaligned with the reality you wish to inhabit. When you feel presence, joy, and alignment, your energy resonates with that reality. The quantum universe responds to vibration, not effort. Your emotions, thoughts, and focus are like signals, sending out frequencies that attract corresponding experiences. When you remember your reality, You consciously tune into these frequencies instead of unconsciously projecting tension or resistance. Visualization is one of the most effective tools for recalling your desired reality. But this is not about forcing an image or mentally scripting a life you hope to get someday. True visualization is an immersive, sensory experience. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living your dream reality with all 5 senses. Feel the texture of your environment, hear the sounds, smell the scents, taste the flavors, and allow the emotions of that reality to wash over you. Let it become real in your consciousness. In this space, you are not asking for anything. You are remembering, recognizing, and experiencing what already exists as a potential within you. Alongside visualization, vibration management is essential. Every thought and emotion carries a frequency. When you are caught in worry, doubt, or impatience, your energy is misaligned. When you are feeling gratitude, love, or excitement, you are in resonance with the reality you wish to experience. This is why emotional alignment is often more powerful than external action. By prioritizing your inner state over external effort, you naturally draw experiences, people, and opportunities that reflect that alignment. It is the difference between trying to push a river upstream and simply stepping into the flow, allowing the current to carry you effortlessly. Another key element of recalling is presence. Presence is the awareness that the life you desire is not somewhere in the future. It is accessible now, within your consciousness. The new self does not wait for external validation or circumstances. It exists in the state of remembering, embodying the qualities, feelings, and awareness of the reality it seeks. This requires trust, patience, and a gentle letting go of the old patterns of forcing. Presence allows you to act in inspired ways rather than reactive ways. Your choices become aligned not with fear or lack but with the natural unfolding of your remembered reality. Let us also consider the observer effect, a principle borrowed from quantum mechanics. In essence, the act of observing a system changes its behavior. In the context of manifestation, your awareness itself alters reality. The more you observe your inner alignment, your beliefs, and your vibrational state, the more you shape the external reality to match it. This means that by cultivating consistent awareness of your recalled reality, you are not merely imagining a life, you are participating in its creation. You are, in every moment, both observer and creator. Stories and examples make this principle tangible. Consider someone who has always desired a deep sense of purpose. Instead of tirelessly seeking opportunities or forcing outcomes, they spend time each day recalling a version of themselves who is already living their purpose. They visualize the meaningful work, the connections, the joy, and the impact. They feel the satisfaction of their contribution. And slowly, opportunities begin to align, doors open, and synchronicities appear, not as coincidences but as reflections of their inner alignment. This is the essence of recalling your reality. Living from the end, embodying the already real version of yourself, and allowing the outer world to respond naturally. The process of recalling also involves releasing attachment to how and when. Often, the mind wants to dictate the path of manifestation. We become attached to timelines, methods, and outcomes, believing that if it does not appear in a specific way, something is wrong. But recalling your reality requires surrender. It is a recognition that your desired reality exists as a potential, and the universe has infinite ways of bringing it into form. Letting go of rigid expectations creates space for inspiration, synchronicity, and unexpected opportunities. Journaling can enhance this process. Writing as if you already live your desired reality reinforces your state of being. Describe your experiences, emotions, and daily life in the present tense, as though everything has already manifested. This practice bridges the gap between subconscious belief and conscious recognition, making the recalled reality more tangible and believable. Your subconscious mind, which governs the majority of your perception, begins to accept this reality as natural, aligning your thoughts, choices, and actions with the vibration of what you are remembering. Ultimately, recalling your reality is about embodying a state rather than performing an act. It is about living from the end, feeling as though your desires are already fulfilled, and letting your outer world align with the inner recognition. Contrast this with the old paradigm of chasing. The old self struggles, waits, and doubts. The new self remembers, trusts, and flows. The difference is not in effort but in consciousness. The old self experiences life as a series of obstacles. The new self experiences life as a mirror reflecting the alignment already present within. In this section we have explored the profound principles of awareness, emotional alignment, visualization, presence, and the observer effect. We have highlighted practical tools, sensory visualization, vibration management, journaling, and conscious recognition, that allow you to remember rather than chase your reality. By cultivating these practices consistently, you begin to experience life not as a battle to be won but as a reflection of the reality you already inhabit internally. The journey from chasing to recalling is complete when you step fully into the vibrational state of your desired life and allow the universe to mirror it effortlessly. Once you have begun to remember your reality, the next step is to integrate this awareness into your daily life. Many seekers understand the principles intellectually, or even experience brief moments of alignment, but struggle to maintain it when faced with the demands and distractions of everyday existence. This is where the art of embodiment becomes essential. Remembering your reality is not only a mental exercise, it is a way of living, a way of being that permeates every action, every choice, and every interaction. The shift from theory to practice transforms your daily life from ordinary routines into conscious experiences that reflect your recalled reality. The first step in bringing this shift into daily life is conscious awareness. Begin by observing your thoughts, emotions, and reactions throughout the day. Notice when you fall into old patterns of chasing, comparing, or resisting. These moments are not failures. They are opportunities to recognize misalignment and gently return to the state of remembering. The goal is not perfection but awareness. With consistent practice, you start to catch yourself in real time, noticing tension before it escalates, and choosing alignment over reaction. This simple yet powerful act transforms ordinary experiences into exercises of manifestation. Small daily rituals can greatly reinforce this shift. For example, start your morning with a brief period of mindful presence or visualization. Imagine yourself moving through your day in alignment with the life you are recalling. Feel the emotions, the confidence, and the ease of that version of yourself. Throughout the day, take brief pauses to reconnect with this state, while waiting in line, walking, or taking a break. These micro-moments of alignment accumulate, gradually reshaping your energy and perception. Over time, your daily routine itself becomes a conduit for your recalled reality rather than a series of distractions pulling you off course. Energy management is another key aspect. The vibration of your reality is maintained not only through thoughts and emotions but through the physical and mental energy you carry. Simple practices such as mindful breathing, meditation, movement, or time in nature help to clear stagnant energy and reinforce alignment. When you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or distracted, your energy shifts, pulling you out of the recalled state. By learning to manage and recalibrate your energy throughout the day, you maintain a consistent resonance with the life you wish to embody, allowing manifestation to occur naturally. Relationships and interactions also play a critical role. The people we engage with reflect and influence our vibrational state. Surround yourself with those who support your growth, who inspire, and who align with the energy of your recalled reality. Likewise, practice compassion and understanding in interactions with others, recognizing that tension or conflict can subtly influence your own vibration. By maintaining conscious awareness in relationships, you reinforce your inner alignment while also uplifting the collective energy around you. Practical action within this daily embodiment is about inspired, aligned steps rather than forced effort. As you remain tuned into your recalled reality, opportunities will naturally arise. These opportunities may appear as intuitive nudges, ideas, or synchronicities. Taking aligned action is about listening to these cues and acting from a place of presence rather than obligation. The difference is subtle but profound. One approach leads to exhaustion and resistance, while the other leads to effortless flow and tangible results. This is the embodiment of recalling reality in action, allowing your inner state to guide your outer life. Another powerful daily practice is gratitude. Gratitude is not just a mental exercise, it is a vibrational alignment tool. By appreciating the experiences, relationships, and circumstances already present in your life, you reinforce the energy of abundance and alignment. This creates a feedback loop where the more you focus on what already exists and what is already aligned, the more your recalled reality manifests tangibly. As we draw this journey to a close, it is important to take a moment to reflect deeply on what has been shared. The path we have explored together is not about acquiring something external or waiting for life to hand you what you desire. It is about remembering, a gentle yet profound realization that everything you have ever longed for, every dream, every vision of your ideal life already exists within you. It is already present as a potential, quietly waiting for your recognition, your alignment, and your conscious acknowledgement. This is the quiet but revolutionary truth. Manifestation is not about pulling your reality toward you, it is about awakening to the reality that has always been yours. Consider the old self for a moment, the part of you that constantly chased, struggled, and doubted. This version of you viewed life as a series of obstacles, as a reality that needed to be conquered, earned, or forced into being. Contrast this with the new self that we have been cultivating together, the self that recognizes the power of presence, alignment, and conscious awareness. The difference between these two selves is not superficial. It is a fundamental shift in consciousness. One operates from tension and lack, while the other operates from flow and recognition. This contrast is not intended to create guilt or judgment. Instead, it serves as a mirror, illuminating the path from resistance to ease, from striving to remembering. The core of this transformation lies in integration. Manifestation is not a set of isolated techniques or a temporary mindset shift. It is a lifestyle, a way of being, and a practice that permeates every action, thought, and decision you make. Awareness, visualization, vibration management, gratitude, and inspired action are tools, but their true power emerges when you apply them consistently in the context of daily life. By embedding these practices into ordinary moments, your morning routines, your work, your interactions, and even your quiet moments alone, you transform your life from a series of reactive experiences into a continuous reflection of your recalled reality. The outer world begins to mirror the inner state you cultivate, and the line between imagined possibility and lived reality begins to dissolve. Patience and trust are essential companions on this journey. It is natural to want immediate results, to look for tangible proof that your reality is shifting. Yet the universe operates on a timing and intelligence far greater than our limited perspective. Trusting the process does not mean passive waiting. It means cultivating steady alignment while allowing life to unfold naturally. Just as a seed requires time, care, and the right conditions to grow into a flourishing tree, your recalled reality requires consistent awareness, gentle nurturing, and unwavering faith in the process. Each moment spent in alignment, each conscious choice to embody presence, strengthens the foundation of your new reality. Challenges, resistance, and moments of doubt are inevitable. These are not signs that you are failing, they are opportunities. They are signals, guiding you to notice where your attention, energy, or vibration may be misaligned. Every challenge offers a chance to pause, recalibrate, and recommit to remembering. Instead of reacting automatically to difficulty, you begin to respond consciously, maintaining the awareness that the reality you desire is not outside of you. It is within, patiently waiting for your recognition. In this way, obstacles are not hindrances but catalysts, deepening your practice and strengthening your connection to the life you wish to embody. Gratitude, too, plays a pivotal role in anchoring this shift. Gratitude is more than a fleeting thought or a mental exercise. It is a vibrational alignment tool. By appreciating the people, experiences, and opportunities already present in your life, you reinforce the frequency of abundance, presence, and alignment. Gratitude transforms perception. Instead of focusing on what is missing or what is delayed, you cultivate a sense of recognition for what already exists. This recognition is a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the vibration of the recalled reality you wish to embody and inviting it to manifest with greater clarity and ease. As you integrate these practices into your life, you begin to notice a subtle yet profound change in your experiences. Daily routines transform into conscious opportunities for alignment. Work, commuting, interactions, and even quiet moments alone become mirrors reflecting the vibration you are holding. Each day, as you practice awareness, presence, gratitude, and inspired action, you strengthen the resonance of your recalled reality. Slowly, the old patterns of tension, chasing, and struggle lose their hold, replaced by a deep sense of flow, ease, and inevitability. Life begins to feel less like a battle and more like a dance, a harmonious alignment between inner awareness and outer experience. Remember, manifestation is not about control or force. You do not need to manipulate circumstances, convince others, or follow rigid formulas. Your inner state, the consciousness you cultivate, the emotions you embody, and the presence you maintain, is the ultimate signal shaping your experience. By focusing on remembering rather than chasing, you move from a state of lack to a state of recognition. You step into the version of yourself that already lives in alignment with your deepest desires, and the universe responds by reflecting that reality back to you. As we conclude, take this moment as a gentle invitation. Begin each day with conscious remembering. Tune into the reality that is already yours. Embody the emotions, confidence, and presence of the life you wish to live. Let every thought, feeling, and action become an expression of alignment. You are not chasing, you are remembering. You are not struggling to attract. You are reconnecting with what has always existed within you. This is more than a practice. It is a transformation of identity. It is the shift from a life dictated by external circumstances to a life guided by inner awareness. As you continue to embody these principles, life begins to unfold effortlessly, naturally, and beautifully. The world around you mirrors your internal alignment, and every moment becomes an opportunity to live fully, consciously, and joyfully. Embrace this journey with patience, trust, and openness. The reality you desire is not distant. It is closer than you think, waiting for you to recognize it, remember it, and step fully into it. And as you do, you will discover a life far richer, freer, and more aligned than anything you could have forced or imagined. This is the power of recalling your reality, the freedom to live your highest self, the joy of presence, and the effortless flow of a life fully in harmony with who you truly are.